Hey, I'm Cpsb-Tv.
And I'm Gavin Dugas.
Coming up, one of our teachers have a secret past.
And we surveyed nearly 300 teens about their favorite music artist.
We're here about some April Fool's Day pranks.
Recently, the band went on a trip to Disney World to march during a parade. Reporter Trenton Carlton tells us all about what the experience was like for the students.
Sulphur High's Golden Tornado Marching Band got to perform at Disney World, Orlando, Florida on Mardi Gras Day.
Well, first off, it's a great honor. We had to submit some previous recordings, our new uniforms, a few other things to Disney to be reviewed. And what they did is they went through us and many other schools and decided and chose which schools they were going to feature, throughout this year because it's their 50th anniversary.
Sulphur High was selected to march on Mardi Gras Day. This was Caleb McLeod's first time visiting the theme park.
Very interesting. I've never had so many cameras pointed on me at once, but it was a very fun experience because I've never been to Disney before, so it was very entertaining marching down something like that.
Sulphur's band club got far because of hard work, generous donations, and a bunch of fundraising.
The biggest thing is I just want to thank all the people that helped us get there. We had quite a few generous donations that were given to us. Lots of fundraising was done, and the students really had a great time, a lot of fun, and as much fun as I had, ready to get on to the rest of the school year, and I'm glad that everyone got to experience that. So.
It was a fun experience for not only the students and band, but for the whole school for being selected out of many schools across the U.S. to go out and perform for Disney World. Trenton Carlton, Cpsb-Tv.
We both went and had an amazing time at both Disney and Universal Studios.
Did you know there's a teacher at Sulphur High who has a connection to Hollywood? Connor Harper has the scoop on Alex Gilbert, who was an award-winning film student.
Alex Gilbert may seem like an average English teacher.
For me, English was always a second love. It was always, I loved reading, I loved writing.
Gilbert has an interesting past. He took a film class that helped him realize what his passion may be.
And I took Miss Dixon's class the first year that she was offering TV production and fell in love with it there.
He had a passion in film and video, and he was self-motivated. And so when he was finished with an assignment while other students were still editing, Mr. Gilbert would take time to teach himself new things like special effects using Adobe After Effects.
After attending film school at the University of New Orleans, Gilbert wanted to get his foot in the door and discovered the perfect opportunity.
I knew that what I wanted to do was visual effects. So I looked up the visual effects companies that were in New Orleans, and I started making phone calls. And my initial questions were, do you offer internships?
Gilbert was hired for a paid internship at Factory VFX, a visual effects company that was working on the blockbuster movie Fast and Furious 5.
They liked me. And so, they gave me clips from Fast and Furious 5, and they told me, here, rotoscope these, and started doing them.
After a few weeks on the job, Gilbert quit and moved back to Sulphur.
I realized that I actually didn't really care for the film industry. The people were just not my speed. They were kind of self-centered, and everyone wanted to be Steven Spielberg.
Gilbert has no regrets wrapping up his third year of teaching. Connor Harper, Cpsb-Tv.
Gilbert spent 2 years in film school at the University of New Orleans.
What type of music do you listen to? Ethan Long reports about the most popular artists that Sulphur High students listen to.
Elvis in the 50s, Elton John in the 70s, Michael Jackson in the 80s. These popular artists have helped define generations of culture with their music. What type of music is popular with Generation Z?
We surveyed nearly 300 Sulphur High students about their favorite musical artists and genres.
I like Rick James,
NBA Youngboy,
The Suicide Boys. When asked what their favorite genres were, 27% of teens like Michael Smith Patrick said rap and hip-hop.
Probably rap, because that's just what I grew up with. My mom always played it. Everyone I lived with played it.
19% said country, 15% said pop, and 11% said rock. For teens' favorite artists, the most popular choices were country singer Morgan Wallen, and Louisiana native rapper NBA Youngboy.
This dude basically lives his life like he's finna die, you know? He disses every rapper in the game. He knows he could die any day, and he still does it because he don't care, and he's hard like that.
Many teens said the reason why they like their genre of music is for the energy many of the songs have.
If you get like a good background to a song, it doesn't matter how like good like the singer is. Like if you've got like good background, like tugs at your heart, kind of like that. So I like big music like that, you know.
Some students, like Caleb McCardle, don't have a favorite artist or genre.
So just anybody that's good at what they do. Like I listen to artists. I don't listen to just, you know, people who sing. I listen to artists.
So, who is the defining artist of this generation? In today's world, technology has diversified people's listening choices. There seems to be no clear leader among today's artists. With so many genres and subgenres, it's hard seeing anyone break the mold in the future. Ethan Long, Cpsb-Tv.
Many artists today are gaining popularity from apps like TikTok, and there are more musical artists today than ever before.
In our Who's News segment, Dynasty Leger tells us about Mary Clophus.
This is Mary Clophus' first year at Sulphur High School.
I started as a paraprofessional at Maplewood 4 years ago, and this is my first year teaching at Sulphur High School, and I really wanted to work with children with autism, especially in a school setting.
And Clophus does more than teach.
I love coaching. I coach cheer, and I coach track.
She even cheered and did more in high school, and she still has it.
Very energetic, very helpful. I cheered and was a part of many different organizations while I was in high school.
Clophus has advice for students to be a leader and not a follower. Cpsb-Tv, Dynasty Leger.
Clophus is married and has 2 children.
Have you ever pulled a prank on April Fools? These students recall their best pranks.
Our sink has this little, you know the thing you pick it up and you like spray? So it has that, and when you press the button, it comes out of that instead of the actual faucet. So me and my brother wrapped a ponytail around that and covered it up, and so when my dad went to turn on the sink, it sprayed all over him. And he was in his work clothes, so he got really mad.
I play soccer, and all the time, like even during practice, I just like pull their pants down, and like sometimes they trip over themselves or something.
He was gonna play a video on the TV that made it look like the screen was cracked. Me and all my friends and my brothers were gonna make some noise, like, and be rowdy in the front of the house, and then all of a sudden we were gonna be silent and he was gonna scream a profanity really loudly. My dad came stomping all the way across the house to ask us what was going on. He looks at the TV, screams a profanity, and he looks back at my brother and he's like, "You're gonna have to deal with your mother for this."
Historians don't actually know when or why April Fool's Day started, but most believe it started in the 1700s.
Now it's time to introduce one of our amazing members of our crew, Blaine Campbell.
What's up, Cpsb-Tv? I'm Blaine Campbell, and I'm with the Cpsb-Tv crew for about 3 years now. So in 9th grade, I've always wanted to take this class as soon as I hit my sophomore year. So as soon as I did, I started taking the class, and I've been in this class ever since until I graduated. I was always a big dreamer of becoming an influencer, like on platforms such as YouTube, TikTok, Snapchat, Twitch, all of those just big social media platforms. I've always been having the dream of becoming an influencer since I was about 10 years old now. I started doing YouTube at about the age of 10, so I've been doing YouTube for about 8 years now. I was inspired by another YouTube creator at the time. His name was actually Markiplier. I still watch him to this day. So ever since then, I've always been into filming and streaming and editing videos, and this class gave me that opportunity I needed to expand. I've made plenty of short films and skits. I've also had the opportunity to complete shows for the Cpsb-Tv channel. This class has taught me a lot on how to create interesting content to keep viewers and to help my editing skills to improve my videos big time. I'm sad that it's all coming to an end, but I will for sure keep pursuing my dreams no matter what. I'm Blaine Campbell with the Cpsb Film Crew.
That's all the time we have for today. Thank you for joining us.
Be sure to follow us at Cpsb-Tv on these social media sites. Catch you next time.